Me? You're talking to me? Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Well, I'm very
I'll ask.
happy to hear that. I wasn't sure what I was going to do this year.
Okay. So we are going to do it in our house, in
Good,
my house,
good.
and I will also invite Shlomo, but I don't know if he will come either.
Okay. Tell me what to
Uh,
bring.
Sorry.
Tell me what to bring.
Okay. We'll talk about it. And yeah, you have to remind me what you eat and don't eat and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. we have time. Just wanted to. Shalom, Gershom.
Hello, Hi,
בסדר.
Crystal.
Hi,
Hi,
Crystal.
Rabbi.
Hi.
Yeah, we missed you last time.
Yes, we were
Yeah.
on a small mini vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you
Just to
go?
Tel Aviv, for a few days. But that day was the day we were going there, and I knew that I wouldn't be settled any place in the evening.
Tel Aviv is really a great place to have a vacation of a few days because it's
There's
very
lots
an
to
interesting
do.
city. You have plenty of things to do and
It would be nicer if it didn't rain the whole time, so please arrange that next time. Use your connections.
Okay. Yeah. Here we have our rabbi here. He is much more
Yes,
communicative.
he has better
אני,
connections.
Who am I? הנה ג'ודי. שלום.
אז שוב, השאלה הייתה, למה בעצם
תסתכל על המספרים של there is some kind of a question about the chapter. המספרים של הלוויים, אם הם, בטקסט כתוב 22,000,
כן.
וכשאתה מחשב את זה, יוצא 22,300. הבכורים זה 22,273. אתה יודע מה אני חושבת?
זה יכול להיות, תשובה כאילו מאוד מידע, יכול להיות שהם סופרים לא כולל את הבנים של קורח. לא?
זה לפני כל הסיפור של קורח, לא, אבל זה לפני.
כן, נכון, זה נצטרך לשאול את הראש, אבל...
אבל אף אחד לא, אבל אני לא מצאתי, רש"י לא מתייחס לזה. ואני אגיד לך למה לדעתי.
כן.
אבל זה ממש לא משהו מלומד.
בסדר, לא.
בגלל עכשיו הם ידעו את הספוילר, טוב. בגלל שהם היו חייבים שהלוויים יהיו יותר שהבכורים יהיו יותר מהלוויים. לא ייתכן הפוך. ואז אפשר להוציא כסף קצת מהעם ולהעביר ללוויים. כי לא ייתכן שאם יש לך יותר לוויים מבכורים, אז מה תעשה עם היתרה של הלוויים? הם צריכים לעבוד בקודש. אתה מבין? אז ככה, הבכורים לא יעבדו בקודש בגלל שהם לא לוויים, אבל הם גם זה וגם יקבלו כסף עבורם. תסתכל על המספרים, יהיה לך יותר ברור.
אני אבדוק. מעניין, אני אוהב את זה. יופי. Well, have a fruitful evening. I hope you enjoy with Ora. So take your calculators with you. You're gonna need it.
Exactly.
Well, see you. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Bye.
שלום רבקה, שלום עמנואל, שלום יוסי.
אני מקווה להיות איתכם עד הסוף היום. על כל פנים, כל שבועיים אני קוראת את הפרק, מסמנת לי דברים. זה לפחות אני מרוויחה
כן, מהתכנון לבוא לשיעור. נו, זה כבר גם טוב.
אני מתכוננת, או לא יוצא, אז אני לפחות קראתי.
אני בכל זאת כבר אעשה את
זהו, אז נעשה ככה עכשיו, הנה. שלום יוסי.
שלום וברכה.
אני פוגשת על הכיפק.
כן, גם אתמול התראינו.
כן.
אתם רואים את המסך? You see my screen, right?
Yes.
But I want to... You see this? You see the word file?
כן, רואים טוב.
Yes, בסדר, יופי. And you can you hear me well?
Yes, sounds very
Also.
good.
Oh, shalom.
Perfect.
Adina, perfect. Shalom, Adina. Shalom, Gary. Nice to see you again.
Mhm.
The problem is
Gary
my
is from,
2-hour pizza just arrived.
Very good, בתיאבון. What's the temperature in מצפה רמון?
I don't know, 7, 5.
7? Because in Haifa it's very cold. It's about 9.
Very cold. Carly. To meet Carly. So,
Adina, how are you?
Crystal, hi.
Okay, we will wait maybe one more minute and see.
I didn't hear.
Something in this chapter, I will tell you about it later, that I didn't find any explanation for this, any reference for the commentators that I usually read or use when I prepare the lesson. I don't know, they didn't refer to it, but so we will think about it together. Okay, maybe we can start. Okay. So you see the screen, right? במדבר שלוש. And so Emmanuel, please mute yourself. Okay, תודה. וזהו. So we are going to talk today on Numbers chapter 3. And I want only to remind you that in the first 2 chapters, we talked about the census. Okay, the census, we calculated all the what the numbers that were there, and it was okay. The results were fitted the text. And we also talked about this, how they were arranged. This was actually last time, okay? How all the tribes were arranged around in a circle around the Mishkan, the tabernacle. And today, actually, we are going to talk about the arrangement of this part of the Levi, the tribe Levi, and if you remember, in the first chapter, the census referred only to the other tribes than Levi. Okay, and we will. So this chapter talks about the Levi tribe. Okay, let's move. Let's start. Gershom, would you like to read 1, 2 until 10? Just unmute yourself.
Sorry, thank you. I'll read from my translation here. This is the line of Aaron and Moses at the time that the Lord spoke with Moses on Mount Sinai. These were the names of Aaron's sons: Nadab the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Itamar. Those were the names of Aaron's sons, the appointed priests who were ordained for priesthood. But Nadab and Abihu died by the will of the Lord when they offered alien fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they left no sons. So it was Eleazar and Itamar who served as priests in the lifetime of their father Aaron. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Advance the tribe of Levi and place them in attendance upon Aaron the priest to serve him. They shall perform duties for him and for the whole community before the tent of meeting, doing the work of the tabernacle. They shall take charge of all the furnishings of the tent of meeting, a duty on behalf of the Israelites doing the work of the tabernacle. You shall assign the Levites to Aaron and to his sons. They are formally assigned to him from among the Israelites. You shall make Aaron and his sons responsible for observing their priestly duties, and any outsider who encroaches shall be put to death." 10,
So-
you said, yes?
Here we have the,
And Ora, that's good timing because it's this
Sorry,
week's
what?
parsha. It's this week's parsha, basically. The two
Yeah,
sons
yeah.
of Aaron died. So good timing.
wait a minute, Ashmini? No, wait a minute. We are reading Vaikra in Parasha, in the Parashot. And okay, it's not this parasha, but it refers to Ashmini, to our parasha. Yes, this is what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Parallel
yeah,
pathing.
yeah. Okay. So actually, we have some kind of a reminder or a history of what happened before. Okay, about the sons of Aaron. Yes, in Leviticus chapter number 10, and and we have actually a very special attitude towards the tribe of Levi. Now, let's see, first of all, here, let's see the first 3 verses, okay? So we have what was the translation that you read? Because it's interesting, because it wasn't this word. Line.
This is the line of Aaron and
Lines,
Moses,
no.
yes.
Okay, so in Hebrew it's Toledot, okay, Toledot, and this makes either it's their history, Toldot Am Israel, okay, or either it's their sons, okay, because the Toledot comes from the word leda, laledet, to give birth, or yeled. These Toledot means these are their sons. Okay, and also note one small thing that notice here, and we will talk about it later, that here we have that the Lord spoke with Moses in Mount Sinai, Har Sinai, okay, Mount Sinai. Later we will have it a little bit different, so we will talk about this difference. And then in verse number 2, we have the names of Bnei Aharon, the sons of Aaron, okay? Now, but here in number 1, we had the sons or the generations or the lines of both Aaron and Moshe. So why aren't the sons of Moses? Moses has 2 sons, Gershom and Elazar. Why aren't they mentioned here? Just try to think about any idea, why aren't they mentioned here?
Maybe it's depend on who wrote this book. I think it's come from the Kohanim, that was to emphasize the place of the Kohanim on the Shilton of Israel.
Yes, might be because I know that the Leviticus is the book of the priests, but there are few other parts of the priests too, and yeah, it's likely to think that also. Anything else? Okay, so, מה? עדינה?
כן, אני פותחת. Moses had children? I don't remember.
Yeah, you don't remember because they are not, the text almost doesn't talk about them. But yeah, he had.
He does? He had?
גרשום.
גרשום, כן.
גרשום אלעזר.
אני בטוח I'm sure
Yeah,
there were.
Gershom is your name. Gershom and Elazar.
Gershom is one of them with the mem sofit.
No.
It's Eliezer.
No.
Eliezer, not Elazar.
I think he had 3. Okay.
רגע. Let's say Adina first and then Emmanuel. Or Rivka, did you finish what you had to say?
I think he had Gershon, Kehat, Umerari.
No, this is the sons of Levi. These are the sons of Levi. The names of the sons of Levi, okay?
I don't think we hear anything about the sons of Moses after the second one is born, and he has a brit milah along the way.
נכון.
And Zipporah comes to take them to Egypt, and we never hear about Zipporah after that. No, I think we hear about Zipporah one more time, but we never hear about his children again after that. And I always wondered why, and maybe it's so long things like a dynasty or something that it's not.
Yes, it's very interesting, and I know that we hear about in a not direct way about his grandson, but we will not get into it now. But the thing is that, רגע, Emmanuel, you wanted also to say something? רק תעשה unmute. Unmute yourself.
The son was Eliezer and not Elazar from Moshe.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, תודה. Okay, thank you.
Don't they show up in Parashat Yitro?
They show
up at the beginning of Yitro.
Yeah, in the beginning of Yitro. And what Adina?
It's interesting that the sons of Moses have names that are so similar to 2 of the sons of Aaron.
Nadav, Avihu. Elazar. Yeah.
Gershom and Aaron has a Gershon, and one has an Elazar and one has an Eleazar.
רגע. Aaron had, yeah, I missed between Elazar and Eliezer. Aaron had Nadav, Avihu, Elazar, and Itamar. Okay? Now, but in Gershom, okay, let's see the
Gershom, I guess, is one of the sons of
Gershom is the firstborn of Levi. Maybe we can move on to see, but here it's in Hebrew, but Levi is here, Gershon, Kehat, Merari, and then Gershon, okay, never mind. Kehat is the father of Amram, which is the father of Aaron and Moshe, okay? So Gershom and Eliezer, the sons of Moses are written here, are considered as part of Amram. You know what? We have to we have to read the text in order that you will understand it better. And just a moment. Okay, so one thing is, Rashi says about this, that the sons of Aaron are considered also as sons of Moses because, according to Chazal, according to the sages, Moses taught them Torah. And then if someone teaches someone else's sons Torah, he is considered as his son, okay?
It's also maybe because the son of Moses, wasn't not enough ability to be leaders. And that's very nice
I think
that
yes.
that
Okay, what I think, and we will see during this chapter, is that all this chapter talks about the dynasty of Aaron and the priest. And of course, Moses is so important that we cannot, I mean, he's also, he's part of it, but the real dynasty of priests, and we talked also last time, begins with Aaron and his sons. And this is why all the
Sorry,
sons are
Ora,
not
there's some sound going on that maybe everybody can mute themselves. Mute everyone.
Okay. And this is one why this is why the sons of Moses are not relevant here, because they are not the sons of the priest.
Perhaps they are the son of Tzipporah. אולי מפני שהם לא שייכים לשושלת. They are not from the real dynasty of Levites. They are the sons of Tzipporah.
I mean, it's not that they are from, no, they are Levites, but their mother is from Midian. And,
yes, but how you know the children goes after, they decided after, but the children goes with the mother.
An invention much more.
אולי זה הסיבה שקבעו עם האמא בהמשך, יכול להיות.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. I want to see if I wanted to. But the thing is that I think that the main thing here is the chapter talks about the Levites and what they have to do during the. I mean, we are all in the beginning or right before going out to the journey. Okay, so what they have to do, and everything is the focus here is the Levites and the sons of and Aaron on his sons. Okay, so now look at number 3. These are the names of the son of Aaron, the priests that were anointed, whom he consecrated to minister in the priest's office. And also in Hebrew, it's unclear. אלה שמות בני אהרון, הכהנים המשוחים, אשר מילא ידם לכהן. So anyone can explain this? I mean, I have here an explanation of Sporno, but if you have a thought of something. I think this verse is not clear, right? So what it wants to emphasize is that the sons of Aaron are the only Kohanim that were about to be a Kohen Gadol and not just an ordinary Kohen, and they were anointed when their father was when their father was alive. I mean that they were born before their father was a Kohen Gadol. Okay, and these are the only one. Afterwards, after all for hundreds of years, all the dynasty of the Kohanim, the Kohen, especially the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, is anointed or before he has his children comes after he is already a Kohen Gadol. Okay, this is what Sporno says about this thing.
About the division between Kohanim and Levim, it was all of them, they are from the same tribe, from a tribe Levi. So when was this divided when Kohanim and Levim?
You said it also last time, and what we said is that Aaron dynasty is this it was during Shemot. It was supposed to be the Kohanim only, and Aaron and his sons is the only.
Yes, but you said before that the Kohen Gadol is come from Aaron density. As all the Kohanim are from Aaron.
The Kohanim are from Aaron.
All the Kohanim.
Yeah. All the Kohanim are from Aaron, but it's like you know, when a dynasty of a royal dynasty. So not everyone can be the king, but everyone are princes, and they have royal titles. But not all of them can be the king. For example, okay. So it's and later we know that the high priest was very, there was a corruption and all that, but it's much more later.
So in the Midbar, it was very few Kohanim. It's just Aaron and two sons, because the other two sons was.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right, and this is why. Okay, this connects to my next question. Look at number 4. So number 4 tells us what happened with Nadav and Avihu, right? And Vayechaen Elazar v'Itamar al pnei Aharon avihem. Now, they didn't have sons, okay, Nadav and Avihu, and all we hear here is that Elazar had his son Pinchas. Now, why the text tells us again this story about Nadav and Avihu? Well, one reason is to complete all the history, because it tells all about this dynasty. Okay, so but there is another reason, according to the commentators. The reason is because in order to work in the holy work, Aaron and his sons were too few people. So they had to have all the other Leviim in order to help them in the Avodat HaKodesh. Okay. Do you understand
to
what
get workers from the Philippines or Thailand was
it's exactly the same. Exactly.
Yossi.
So this is why, according to the, okay, look at number 6. Okay, bring the tribe of Levi near and set them before Aaron and priest, that they may minister unto him. Okay, and let's compare with Mate Levi. So bring the tribe is what we talked about. We will see also in the arrangement, in the setting, but they have, the other Leviim have to serve Aaron a Kohen and his sons. It's really like a royal family and all the other. It's not. I wouldn't compare it to Philippines, but I would compare it to the other royal family that cannot be in the high, you know, in the highest place or position.
It's like all of the ladies in waiting to the queen or the duchess or whatever. They're all other members of the nobility.
Exactly.
They're not just like maids that are hired to take care of them, because they have other roles. Ladies in waiting are all, you know, countess this or, you know, princess that. You know, they're all duchess something.
Yeah.
They're all, it's like that.
Did you see the crown?
I have.
But I think the difference is, though, those other royalty, don't they have a place in the line of succession? You know, if the first 82 people die, then number 83 becomes king.
Right. You're right.
But, so
they
a little
it's
different.
not exactly the same. Yeah, of course, it's not. You're right.
This is
always we can see number 27 to be the king or something.
This is the reason of the story of Korach and Adato. They also say to Moses, why? You remember?
Why aren't they? But they were angry about all the leadership of Moses. And Moses is not only the priesthood of Aaron. Rivka, מה רצית?
I wanted to say that יחס, Aaron, when they speak about Aaron, he serves the Kodesh, הוא משרת בקודש. And when they speak about his children, they serve their father, they serve the Kohen. את שמה לב להבחנה הזאת? Distinguish, there is a distinguish about
where do you see this?
Aaron vis-a-vis the Kodesh, and there's his sons vis-a-vis Aaron. הם לא משרתים בקודש, הם משרתים את אהרון.
Where do you see this? In verse 6, we see bring the tribe of Levi near and make him to serve the Aaron. Okay, they don't talk about Elazar and Itamar, but they talk about Aaron and the Levi, because Aaron is the high priest still, not his sons, of course. Okay, let's see something that is written in Deuteronomy chapter 10. Gary, would you like to read these two?
8 and 9, or no? 8 and 9?
Yeah.
At that time, the Lord separated the tribe of Levi to bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, to stand before the Lord, to minister unto him, and to bless in his name until this day. Wherefore Levi hath no portion nor inheritance with his brethren. The Lord is his inheritance, according as the Lord thy God spoke unto him.
Thank you. So this is really the what Moses said later, okay, when they will be right before entering the promised land. Moses talked about what happened in the desert, and that the Lord really separated the tribe of Levi, and from now on they work in the.
Yesterday we learned in the Dinah story in Bereshit.
Yeah.
So Shimon and Levi was the brother that killed the people, and Jacob in his blessing said that they will be spread in all the tribe in Israel. And this is also one of the reasons that
and because he said he actually cursed them, and he didn't it wasn't a real blessing, but this is,
but it's called the blessing also.
Of course. But this thing that the tribe of Levi is separated. You remember why is this? I mean, this is like what Yossi said is like a prophet of the blessing of Jacob. But why Levi tribe was separated? So in the calf scene, if you remember, Moses went down from the mountain, okay, and all of a sudden he sees what they did, and he was of course, very angry and all that. And then he said, "Mi la Adonai Elai," who will come, okay? Who that is still with the Lord, come to me.
And in the lesson yesterday,
and the tribe
we
and the tribe of
mentioned-
Levi.
In the lesson yesterday, we also mentioned this story that because of the Levites joined to Moses, as they got the Avodat Hashem,
Yeah, they got the prize of Avodat Hashem.
I think it is because Moses is from Levi, so all the tribe went with him. The נאמנות של שבט, the loyalty of the tribe.
I never thought of it. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Because in the beginning, the Leviim were, I mean, not the Leviim, the son of Jacob, Levi, was not, behaved terrible, actually, with Shimon, with the story of Dinah, what Yossi
From
said.
two times, the tribe, the Levite tribe, was very angry, very spontaneous, and very killing. One time with Dinah, twice. The second time here with our Dinah and Ha'egel, Sipur Ha'egel.
Okay, I thought you meant.
I
thought you meant Pinchas, but okay. Anyway.
Yes, also Moshe is not so kind because he give order to kill thousands of people from Israel. He also have the Levi violence, the blindness of his tribe. Maybe it's something in the characters from
this tribe.
Levi tribe.
Very aggressive.
Very interesting. I mean, they are very קנאות דתית.
That's right. Also Pinchas.
זהו, I thought about Pinchas, the son of, okay, very interesting. I think if we can see, can someone find in Numbers, no, I will find it. Just a moment. Number chapter 2 and verse 2. Just a moment. I will go to there and go there. Okay. So, this. Remember in the verse that we read, I want now to focus about the word near. That Moses was supposed to bring them near. What does it mean near? Look at what we read last time in verse number 2. A good way off. Okay, let's, Gary, can you continue this verse only here?
The children of Israel shall pitch by their fathers' houses, every man with his own standard, according to the ensigns. A good way off shall they pitch round about the tent of the meeting.
Okay, so this was what we talked about, the arrangements of the 12 tribes, right? What is the meaning in English? I'm really asking you. A good way off.
Far away.
Far away, right?
Or far enough away.
Very good. Far enough away. Okay. And so let's go back to this. So here we can see exactly what the verses tell us. This is far enough away, and according to Rashi, or according to Rashi and a few others commentators, it's Alpaim Amma, which means there is a certain distance, and these are near, okay? I just wanted to focus on these words. Another thing that I wanted to show you here, just a moment. Okay. So this we read, Nahon Gershom, you read this. They are holy, given unto him. So in number 9, the Hebrew is a little bit it's unclear. It says, "ונתת את הלוויים לאהרון ולבניו, נתונים נתונים המה לו." I mean, the word נתונים, given, is
serve,
written twice. And also, according Rivka, for your comment,
serve.
Yes, but first of all, I can ask. I'm asking, why is the word netunim is double? I really don't know, and let's think about it. But in English, it's easy. They are holy, given unto him. What, Adina?
When the word is doubled.
Why did the word is doubled? Exactly. You want? Are you asking, or you want to?
No. That's what I was taught. Is that when the word is doubled, it's for emphasis.
Yeah, to emphasize, and we can. I think it is correct also because of the translation. The translation doesn't do anything like this. It just say they are wholly given unto them. It's not only given, but wholly given. Now,
יש הסמכה לכך שהילדים שלו עובדים לאהרון, ואהרון לקודש. זה הנה, פה יש את היפה מאוד.
But I think it's different from what you said, because you said that Aaron is for the Kodesh and his sons know. But here, all the Levites, the Levi tribe have to serve Aaron and Banav. It's like the Philippines that Yossi said before.
It's a pyramid, it's a hierarchy. It's like a royalty.
Now, can someone open Numbers chapter 8 and read four verses? Because I didn't put it here, and I can share again.
Keep all the furniture of the.
Which verses? Number 8.
You want to read, Adina? So, chapter 8,
yeah,
verse 14 to 18.
14 to 18. Okay. Thus you shall set the Levites apart from among the Israelites, and the Levites shall be mine. Thereafter, the Levites shall be qualified for the service of the tent of meeting, once you have cleansed them and designated them as a wave offering. For they are formally assigned to me from among the Israelites. I have taken them for myself in place of all the first issue of the womb, of all the firstborn of the Israelites. For every firstborn among the Israelites, man as well as beast, is mine. I consecrated them to myself at the time that I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt. More than that?
Yes.
No, that's all. So here they talk about the Yonah Ben that we'll discuss it in a minute. Okay, so I just wanted to read this because it's another source that uses exactly the same phrase. Yeah. Actually, that's exactly the same. Netunim. Okay, so let's continue. Gary, you read Gary, you read in Gershom. Judy, would you like to read 11 until? Let's start with three verses.
Okay. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, And I, behold, I have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of every firstborn that openeth the womb among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. For all the firstborn are mine. On the day that I smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I hallowed unto me all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast. Mine they shall be. I am the Lord.
Thank you. So here, this refers exactly to what Adina read just now. Now, what does it mean here? What does the text says to us? Say to us.
It seems odd that if he's taking them as a substitute for the firstborn, why Levi and not Reuben?
Yeah, that's a very interesting. Of course, you say because Reuben is the first boy, so why is there not? But because what I think because what we talk that Levi should work in the Kodesh, and from now on we talk about the Levi. So and also Reuben was not. I think this is the main reason, but also according to the character of Reuven, the character of the figure, according to what the story tells us, Reuven was not someone to be chosen.
But one could argue that neither were Levi nor Shimon.
But Levi, this is what we said before. Levi were keen to believe in God. They won this. They won this prize of working in the Kodesh because of, according to the commentators again, because of how they behaved in the calf sins, according to the text. They won this this position, and yeah,
or maybe this is the reason of the minhag, the habit of pidyon haben.
I think it is the source of this minhag. But why is this? Why is this this minhag? Look at number 12. I will take for me the Levim. Okay, let's say that the work in the all the sacrifice and all that, they need many people, so he takes the Levim. And let's say that Levim won this because of what we said. Okay, what is the connection to the Bechor, and as John said, why is any connected to why not the fourth? Levi was the third son. Why not the third one? You understand? Why is the connection to the? I mean, why is it's this replacement between the Levi and the Bechor? So what I think here is that he says it. Otherwise, all the eldest sons had to be given to the holy work. You understand me? According to every Bechor belongs to God. This is the main assumption. This is the assumption. Every Bechor. So now all the Bechorot of the people of Israel, every Bechor had to go and work in the Mikdash, okay, or in the tabernacle, okay? But it can't be because they are not from the tribe of Levites. So he does this replacement between Levites and the Bechorot. Understand what I want to? I am trying to connect the two things of the Bechor belongs to God, and the Levites work in the holy work. Okay, but not every Bechor in the children of Israel can work in the Kodesh because they are not Levites. So he makes this I don't know this solution, and And let's see how he calculated. Because he says here in 13, all the firstborn are mine. This is the first assumption. The firstborn are mine. So what do we do now? We have the Levites in the holy. Just a moment. I'm bringing just a moment. I'm bringing something.
יוסי, אני אגיד בעברית, ואולי גם החברים מבינים עברית. אני חושבת שמבחינה ספרותית, ליטררי, מבחינה ספרותית בתנ"ך, כל הבכור לא נבחר. תמיד השני הוא שמקבל את הבכורה ואת התפקידים. אתם יודעים, הילדים של אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, וכן הלאה, בהיסטוריה, במלחמות, הכל. לרוב הבכור זז הצידה. הוא לא נבחר להמשיך, הוא לא מקבל את הבכורה. ואולי גם פה, מבחינה ספרותית, לא מבחינת ההיסטוריה, היסטורית, אבל מבחינה ספרותית, יכול להיות שהבכור הוא זז הצידה, ולוי קיבל את התפקיד. יוסי, אני אמרתי בעברית, כי באנגלית אני מקעקעת.
That's okay. But in our case, Aaron is the Bechor. Aaron is bigger than Moshe.
ומשה קיבל את הנבואה ואת התפקיד.
כן,
הנה עוד אחד שלא חשבתי עליו.
But the כהונה got Aaron and his son.
But the kehuna, now, okay, let's go back to why Aaron got the kehuna and not Moses. Because, according to the assumptions, Moses argued with God. He didn't want this job. He didn't want it, and he argued and then take someone else, and we have a long chapter in a long paragraph in Shemot that Moses argues with God, and this is why, according to the sages, God did him a little bit of, you argued with me, you didn't say yes, right in right. So the kehuna will go to your brother. And we know when, in Shemot, I think it's chapter 36, I think, that there is one chapter that is not, one parasha, which is not, Moshe is not mentioned at all. And only Aaron and his sons and Aaron and his son, it is the parasha of when they make their clothes of the Kohen HaGadol and all that. Ma, Emmanuel? Parashat?
This Parashat Tetzaveh, they're never mentioned. Tetzaveh.
Tetzaveh, yeah. Okay. We read it a few weeks ago. Okay.
Moses also has his own job. He's got a whole big job that he has to do, and so he can't do his job and the job of the Kohen at the same time. Because he's very busy doing his job.
Yeah. Yes. So, okay, let's move on because Judy, you read only 3 verses, yeah. So please read, continue until from 14 until 19.
Okay. And the Lord spoke unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, the number of children of Levi by their fathers' houses, by their families, every male from a month old and upward shalt thou number them. And Moses numbered them according to the word of the Lord, as he was commanded. And these were the sons of Levi by their names, Gershon and Kehat and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libni and Shimei and Shimi. And the sons of Kohat by their families, Amram and Izhar, Hebron and Uziel.
Thank you. And just to remind us what is written in Bereshit, in Genesis, can you read also these two, little one?
Sure. And these are the names of the children of Israel who came into Egypt, Jacob and his sons, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kahat, and Merari.
Of course, there are many others names here that I didn't bring, okay, because I wanted to this was when they went in the end of Genesis, when they went to Egypt. Okay, so Gershon, Kehat, and Merari, and this is again Gershon, Kehat, and Merari. Now, just a moment. And also we have this list more detailed in Exodus number 6. First of all, let's see, can someone read again verse number 1?
I thought so.
Can you find it?
זה לא על המסך.
כן, זה לא על המסך. Okay, I will put it on the screen. I thought if... okay, yes. I will read it. Now these are the generations of Aaron and Moses in the day that the Lord spoke with Moses in Mount Sinai. Okay, Mount Sinai. Now let's see what is written in 14. In 14 is written in the wilderness of Sinai. Okay, so Mount Sinai and wilderness. So what according to what do you think? Why is the difference here? Just try to think what is mentioned, what we read until now. Okay, and what we are going to read here is about the what Judy just read. It's about the number, the census of the Levites tribe. Okay, so according to the commentators, all the issue of Aaron and his sons and the Levites must serve him, and all this separation of not only of the Levites tribe but Aaron and his sons and Levites was held at the Mount of Sinai, and the census of the Levites, the Mifkad shel HaLeviim, was held in the wilderness already. This is according to Dat Mikra and according to other commentators. Okay, so now we are going to.
The Mount Sinai is not in the wilderness of Sinai.
Yes, of course we can, but the Mount Sinai is a more specific place, and in the wilderness we can say they already maybe started to. They were not on the mount or around the mount. They were
okay.
They were arranged
around.
You weren't here in they were about to leave. Okay, so now the census, and now I will ask you to prepare your calculations. Adina, you are our.
All right.
החשבת שלנו. Okay, let's continue. John, would you like to read 22 until 26? A little bit.
22. Those that were numbered of them, according to
20 until 26, sorry.
20, okay. And the sons of Merari by their families, Machli and Mushi, these are the families of the Levites according to their fathers' houses. Of Gershon was the family of the Libnites and the family of the Shimeites, and these are the families of the Gershonites. Those that were numbered of them according to the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, even those that were numbered of them were 7,500. The families of the Gershonites were to pitch behind the tabernacle westward. The prince of the father's house of the Gershonites being Eliasaph, the son of Lael, And the charge of the sons of Gershon in the tent of meeting, the tabernacle and the tent, the covering thereof, and the screen for the door of the tent of meeting. And the hangings of the court, and the screen for the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and by the altar round about, and the cords of it, even whatsoever pertaineth to the service thereof.
Thank you. What do we have here? Actually, now we have the duties that are given to every line of Levites. Okay, so first we start with Gershon, what we read here, and the names, and Amram, Yitzhak, Hebron, Uziel, and then Merari, and then now Gershon. These are the families, and here's the numbers. So you can write 7,500 Beseder, Adina.
Yeah.
So this is Gershon. So now we count the Levites. Remember that. עכשיו, what do the Gershonites have to do in the work for the tabernacle? By the way, this is the Nisi, the prince of the father's house, Eliasaph ben Lael, and it's I didn't find who is Lael. Eliasaph is the son of Lael. I didn't find who is Lael in I don't know.
Yes, Lael is the father of Eliasaph.
Yes. Okay.
Unless Lael is the mother.
Yeah, it's a wishful thinking, Adina. Okay, so the 25 and 26 is the details of what they have to do. Okay, for the tabernacle, what's their job during the journey. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Who didn't read? And Adina, did you read? I'm sorry.
I read a little bit from chapter 8.
No. So please read 27
Okay.
until 32.
Okay. To Kohath belonged the clan of the Amramites, the clan of the Izharites, the clan of the Hebronites, and the clan of the Uzielites. Those were the clans of the Kohathites. All the listed males from the age of 1 month up came to 8,600, attending to the duties of the sanctuary. The clans of the Kohathites were to camp along the south side of the tabernacle. The chieftain of the ancestral house of the Kohathite clan was Elizaphan, son of Uziel. Their duties comprised the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, and the sacred utensils that were used with them, and the screen. All the service connected with these. The head chieftain of the Levites was Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, in charge of those attending to the duties of the sanctuary.
Thank you. So let's see what Eleazar now is the eldest son of Aaron. Okay.
Yeah.
And he is the prince of princes of the Levites. It's special. I mean, this word prince is not a nasir. I know that, because in Hebrew it's nasi. It's like, okay, anyway. So we have Kohat is this number, and Merari, we didn't read yet, right? Okay, we'll go back. We starting again our Gershom is not here. So Judy, would you like to continue reading?
From chapter 33.
33 and until I tell you, just moment. Okay, until 39. Yes.
Of Merari was the family of the Machlites, and the family of the Mushites. These are the families of Merari. And those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males from a month old and upward, were 6,200. The prince of the father's house of the families of Merari, being Zuriel, the son of Abihail, they were to pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward. The appointed charge of the sons of Merari, being the boards of the tabernacle and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and all the instruments thereof, and all that pertaineth to the service thereof, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets and their pins and their cords. And those that were to pitch before the tabernacle eastward, before the tent of meeting toward the sun rising, were Moses and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charge of the sanctuary, even the charge for the children of Israel, and the common man that drew nigh was to be put to death. All that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the Lord by their families, all the males from a month old and upward were 22,000.
Now, Adina, how many you got?
22,300.
Exactly. 22,300. Okay, this is what I got also. So I really didn't find, I looked for in three places and I check it. I didn't find a reference or a commentary or an explanation. Why is this difference between, they say the total is 22,000 and we calculate it and it's 22,300, okay? So just keep it in mind because we have to, in order to have our next discussion, I want to continue reading.
I have something, there was a note in the Hertzkumah.
Okay.
It says, this total of 22,000 Levites falls short by 300 of the separate totals of the divisions mentioned in this chapter. The Talmud explains the discrepancy by saying that the Levites were taken and counted instead of the firstborn of the Israelites, and as a redemption for them. Hence, their own firstborn, who amounted to 300, had to be excluded as being ineligible for the purpose of redeeming other firstborn. That's what her said.
Yeah, okay. I thought, okay, let's I want to read a little bit more because it's connected to the numbers of the firstborn. John, can you please read 40 until 43?
And the Lord said unto Moses, number all the firstborn males of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names. And thou shalt take the Levites for me, even the Lord, instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of all the firstlings among the cattle of the children of Israel. And Moses numbered, as the Lord commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Israel. And all the firstborn males, according to the number of names from a month old and upward, of those that were numbered of them, were 22,213.
Thank you. So this is the number of the eldest son, right? 22,273.
273.
And we found before that, actually, what is the meaning of this verse, of this paragraph? What John just read? So we had the paragraph of the census of the Leviim. It became, according to the text, 22,000, and now we have the census of the Bechorim, the eldest sons. Look at number 41. Okay, number 41. is they have to, it's like according to the as we said before, all the eldest sons should have been worked in the holy place, but they are not. Actually, it has to be the two numbers has to be equal. One Levite for one eldest son, right? From other tribe. But we have so we have more eldest sons than Levites, according to the text. Now, what you read, Adina, about the solution for the 300, okay, it can be. I'm happy, at least we found one reference about it, but it is not in the text. It's not. We don't know how. I understand that the 300 eldest sons, Levi's eldest sons. This is what you read. Let's see what they do, what the text does with this difference. Okay, Gershom, would you like to read? Yeah, 44 to until the end, until 51. Only unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay. I'm muted when I think I'm not, and I'm confused. So good. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Take the Levites in place of all the firstborn among the Israelite people, and the cattle of the Levites in place of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine, the Lord's. And as the redemption price of the 273 Israelite firstborn over and above the number of the Levites, take 5 shekels per head. Take this by the sanctuary weight, 20 gerahs to the shekel, and give the money to Aaron and his sons as the redemption price for those who are in excess." So Moses took the redemption money from those over and above the ones redeemed by the Levites. He took the money from the firstborn of the Israelites, 1,365 sanctuary shekels. And Moses gave the redemption money to Aaron and his sons at the Lord's bidding, as the Lord had commanded Moses.
Thank you.
And this is why we need accountants to do our taxes. Yes.
Exactly. So you understood what they did here?
Vaguely, it was for
So
when there weren't enough.
They
took money.
273 eldest sons more than Levites. What will they do with them? They don't want to send them. They can't send them to work in the Mishkan, in tabernacle, because they are not Levites. They are. It's asur. Okay, they are forbidden. So they say, okay, one is equal to 5 shekel. 5 shekel is shekel HaKodesh. It's not the regular, the ordinary shekel, and not our shekel today. It's here. Shekel HaKodesh is, according to the commentators, it's different from the ordinary shekel that and weighs more. Okay, just I mean the exchange is more. בדיוק, שער יציג. Now, so it's 20 gerahs. So this has to be given to Aaron and his sons as like taxes or like any other as money for their for their life. And I calculated it's 273 times 5 is exactly what Moses collected and gave to Aaron. Now, today, of course, we're not doing all this, but we still do the Pidyon Ben, right? We have this, but then Moses took all the money. the text says that it's not that every family have to give 5 shekels to Aaron. That Moses collected the money and then gave the whole money to Aaron.
My grandson was born, and my son went to I guess a jewelry store or something, but he bought a $5 gold coin for the Pidyon Haben. And what happened was the Pidyon Haben was my son's brother-in-law is the Kohen. So he gave him the gold coin of the Pidyon Haben, and he gave it back to my son. And then he went the next day and brought it back to the jewelry store and gave it back to them and got his money back.
But he was the Kohen himself, right?
No, he didn't keep the coin. He just bought the coin. He was kind of rented the gold coin.
Okay.
And he gave it to his brother-in-law, who was a Kohen. And then the brother-in-law gave it back to him, and he brought it back to the store the next day. So it's just all symbolic that when he had his Pidyon Haben. But it also makes me wonder, what did they do in the generations afterwards? Because this is just like sounds like a one-time thing. We've got this many Levites, and we're redeeming this many Israelites who are not Levites, and then we're taking the money for the excess. But what happened in the next generation and the generation after that? And succeeding generations, did they go through the same kind of census and take money for the counting the Levites and counting the not Levites?
Yeah, well, I don't, we have another census in the end of the book of Bamidbar, the book of Numbers, right before in Arvot Moab, before they enter to the promised land. I don't know if, I don't remember if it is a different, it's a census for the 12 tribes and then a census for, I think here it was especially in order to set all the duties of the Levites and all the arrangement and it's like, I don't know if they did it later. I can try to find out, but this is more, I don't remember that in the Torah, we have these details again in the Dvarim or in the end of, I mean about the Levites.
Yeah, I don't know. And I've been I asked my husband and my kids who have yeshiva education, and they don't know the answer either. Whether, I know that if you're a Kohen, you do not have a Pidyon Haben. But I do not know whether you have a Pidyon Haben if you're Levi. So I'm curious about that because I don't know that answer.
You have, wait a minute, if you have the Pidyon Haben of what?
If you're Kohen, you do not have Pidyon Haben.
Okay.
I don't know, and I wonder, and would like to find out whether you have a Pidyon Haben if you are Levi.
If you are Levi.
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, it's a good question for Rabbi David.
Yes.
Yeah. יוסי, אתה יודע משהו על זה?
Oh, I don't know.
We did a Pidyon Ben. Our elder son is Itamar, and also is mentioned here. And okay, so actually, our times is up. What did I wanted to say? Just look at this arrangement. So actually, in the let's say in the West, it's Gershon, okay, and these are the 3 tribes. in the south, it's the, I'm very used to the north is upward. And okay, so in the south is Bnei Kehat. And so in this north Merari, and here is only actually Moshe, Aharon, and his 2 sons. That's all. For now. Maybe I don't remember if Elazar has a son already, but for now it's very small. Now, here we can see the line of Levi. So Moshe, Aharon, and his sons. Oh yeah, Pinchas here. Okay. And Gershom and Eliezer, according to what I read about it, went with all the family, the rest of the family of Amram. Okay, so they were with Kehat, and Kehat is here. This is why it is written here, the rest of the Kehat sons of the Kehat family. Anyway, that's all for today. So
thank you very much.
Welcome, and Shabbat Shalom. See you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hello.
להתראות. ביי ביי. זהו.